Oh, okay. I did not save. Yes, now there's a failure.
Okay,
So
okay, it's an E.
E is not an
Yes.
F.
Yeah. So that's it. So it says, okay, failures test add one failed. Yeah, so that's it. All right, let's continue. Let's go ahead. I'm back with
Please,
Lewiston's.
so for the failure, you said you're supposed to show an F now, but I don't understand why an E.
Well, in this case, showing an E as in
Error.
it's, yeah, as an error.
Okay. Maybe it's because of the past version.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm.
Lewiston's onto is showing an E, right? Or is it an F?
It's an E.
I did not even see it very well.
His screen is not clear, sir, but he's showing an E.
Okay. Since if Lewiston's screen has gone blank, or is it at my end alone?
So it's not blank, it's still there but pixelated. I don't think he's connected again.
Okay. Let's continue with till I just continue, right?
Okay, sir. Share
Yeah.
screen. This is how to share. Mm, share. Share. So this with the notes or with this.
Yeah, the notes. I think we're already done with like showing how the PyTest works and what we should expect if the test fails, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you see an E indicates an error occurred. So that's the E. That's the E we got, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So an error occurred.
Before that.
Okay. Let's continue. Um. Okay. Now, understanding test discovery. So PyTest automatically looks for test files. So remember, we just wrote PyTest and it instantly fetch for, like, it located the test file on its own, right? I would not say, okay, test this particular file. Do you understand me?
So that we did not say test this particular file.
Yes, we never said PyTest. We never actually give PyTest what file it should test, right?
Yes, sir.
We
We
just
did not.
said, yeah, we just wrote PyTest and it located the file on its own automatically and tested it.
Okay, yes.
Yes. So that's it. The PyTest automatically looks for test files and functions that follow specific naming conventions. So that tells you that what the way we name our files matter. The way we name our testing files matter. So for test files, you see, it should start or end with
Test.
test. Yes. Then for test functions, should start with test. And then test classes should also start with
Test.
test. Yes. So that's it. So it was not just a coincidence that we're writing test. Okay. Next, PyTest will ignore functions or files that don't match these names. So that tells you that if you're writing a test case, you ought to use the naming convention. Are we there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's good practice to keep your test inside a test directory at the root of your project. Do you see?
Okay, sir. Yes,
So
I
you
see.
see, yes, you see an example structure. So you have your root project folder. Inside you have your mathsutils.py, and then inside you see have what a test folder where you have the test mathsutils.py. Try it, organize it like that. Let me see it here. Go to VS
Search-
Code and organize
I should
your
go to
folder.
okay. Um, project slash smart utils.
So you just okay, I'm already seeing a test folder there.
Well,
That's it, guys.
so it's
So
not for this purpose, but okay, yes, we can use it for this purpose.
okay. So you can just drag that one and put it inside.
No,
What's it?
there's an error. I almost made my assignments folder. I must put it inside.
You're still putting inside it.
Where? So it doesn't want to enter the test.
That's it, guys.
Ah, okay. Yes. Um, maths utils tests tests. Okay, they should be inside one folder. Then inside the same folder, say this is it. Maths. I should create a folder for them.
No, Matthew test is inside its own right, while the test inside the other is inside the test folder,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's how it should be. So all your tests. So if you have any more tests, you can put it inside there.
Okay.
Yes. Go to the notes. Let's see what it has.
Right test slash test. Blah, blah.
So okay, so you can just run. You see, instead we can just run what PyTest, or we run a specific file. So if you have several files, right, you see that you have to specify which one you want PyTest to handle. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Or you see, you can even run what a specific function. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
So let's use just go and run PyTest. Let's see how it works. Then you run the other one, and then you run the one for a specific function. So clear your screen, clear your terminal first.
Yeah.
What happened?
It's red, sir. You're collecting test smart utils of by while importing test module. Make sure your test module slash packages have valid Python names. No module named math utils. Director
Okay.
one during collection. Mm, there's something here called
Get into
PyCast.
site, yes. So
Who did that?
yeah, just leave it.
Okay.
Get into the so that's the test. So for math utils, import R. Let's see. How do you need to do that? I think the issue should be from the the
Folder.
import. Yeah, the importing, right? Importing from math utils. So math utils is outside, is in the root, right? Mhm. So
Yes.
go there and put like a dot slash. Let me see.
Here.
In that in front of math utils.
This math utils.
No, no, inside the test, the yes, the
Hold on.
slash. Let me see. Nah, it doesn't still work, right? Have you saved it? Mm-mm. No, I wanted to save it with it. Let me see.
Okay. Yes, I've saved.
No, it means they see an error, it still doesn't get it. Yeah, remove it. But this should work.
So the thing that I supposed to, let me look at the notes. It says that there's a particular project that has to have math utils and then now tests. So maybe I should create a folder and put math utils and then I put tests and then this.
Not necessarily. Just go there, let me see. Let me see where your maths utils is.
Here it is.
Yeah, it's in the root folder, right? The roots, yes, it is. Hmm. Then test math utils is there. Mm-hmm. Yes, I think all is well. Mm-hmm. I think it's fine. It's just in the way it is. The way are trying to access the math utils, that's the issue. Yeah. Well, anyways, we're going to see this after. So just use a control Z, so I should go back. Use it again.
Will not undo move test math across files. It's not
Oh,
working.
I see. All right. Get or drag this mat from it and bring it back outside. Let's work with it outside.
Okay.
You have not dragged it. Yeah, just leave it there. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Then
Yeah.
say this
Run.
one says this.
No, leave it there. Leave it there. Run PyTest again.
Error.
The same error.
Something has happened.
Save your PyTest, your test. Run it again.
And the answer. Let me put the answer as well. And then try to do anything. Mhm.
Oh, okay, that's fine. All right. Um, check now. Run the other one right to run a specific file. So use PyTest and then write test math utils dot
By
py.
by test math tutor. Test underscore.
So it's in that case, we're saying it should locate that specific
Fine.
file and run it and do the test that's inside. Then in case you want to test only a specific function, you do the same thing, PyTest, and then you write, for example, test add.
Okay.
Test add. No, look at the function name. Look at it. Go to math utils. I see test add is
Okay.
an underscore.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The underscore is not showing. Dev test add. Is that what I should say?
No, no.
Collected
Go
zero
back go back to the notes. Are you seeing dash key?
items.
And are
Okay.
you seeing
In
you
quote.
open in quotes in?
Hmm. Yes, sir.
Exactly. So that's you want to if you want to run a specific one, a specific function. Because in case that test math util had several functions, whenever you run that particular file, it's going to run everything.
So
But
please, we can get you. Your voice is shaking.
yeah, can you get me now? Hello?
So I can guess what you're saying. Hello, but I cannot hear you clearly.
Oh, I see. Wow. Has it been like that always or just now?
Chido, can you
Has
hear
it
us? When Sam,
can you get
let's
me?
sing.
Can you get me
Personally, I'm
clearly?
getting you perfectly well.
When
Clearly.
Sam, Chida,
Yes, I
let
was
me see.
getting
Let me
everyone
hear.
clearly. Yes, Tiola, I've been getting everyone clearly.
Okay. Miss Yola, maybe it's just at your end. How about now? 'Cause I've increased my mic.
Yes, it's perfect. There's no problem. I'm getting you perfectly. Maybe she's the one having an issue.
Yes, she just left us. Yes, the issue should be from her end. Um. Okay. All right. So welcome back, Tila. All right. So as I was saying, you can run a specific function, you can run a specific file, or you can just run all the test files that are available. Okay. Thank you, Tila. Just continue the notes. Okay. Now adding more tests. So right now you see that we have um we have we have just a specific test, right? The test just to add that was two and three, that's 2 plus 3. But if you're running your test, you want to have as many test cases as possible, right? You want to check if your add function is going to run with negative numbers. That's if you combine negative numbers together, if you combine negative and positive numbers, if you combine maybe zero and a number or two, like zero and zero, is it going to work? One and one and zero. Edge cases like that. So let's go ahead. Let's go to our VS Code. So Tiola, go and write another test case. So this one is test add, right? So test, write another function there. Yes, write another function. So that was just to test add. So write another function. Let's say test test add, let's say negatives. And then you instead pass negative values to the add function and test it. Let's see. While you're writing it,
Uh, Hello?
Hello, Chida.
Yeah, seems like Say is disconnected. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Okay. So let's just wait for sure he'll be back. I'm sure.
Is Lewiston still connected? Two past. Hello.
Maybe I'm sure he's connected, but he surely has a problem with his mic or VSP.
It's okay. Everything is here.
Okay, is Bonistan still connected? Marivon. Yeah. Okay. One, two, one, two. Mhm. So this is the F that we were all looking for, guys. Here. Oh my cursor is we're going to have two past.
Hello, Tiola. How is it?
So things are going very well. Very, very well.
Oh, okay. That's great. So, yeah, a certified tester now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
This was the first test here. If you can see my screen, the two passed, 5
Mm-hmm.
and -5. Then when I tried to make one wrong, so I put my -7, and then one
Oh,
failed and
okay.
one
You see
passed.
that F, right? That dot F.
Yes, the F that we're looking for this is
See the F that we're looking for.
yes. So one
Okay.
failed, one passed, and then I put back the -5, and then it shows two passed. Yes, Angel.
Wow. Yeah, that's great. I like that. That's good. It's good as you simulated, like if one fails, how it's going to show, and that's clear.
Angel.
O- Okay. Okay. Let's see. Write another test. Let's see. Bonisam, is Bonisam there? He hasn't quiet. Hello, Bonisam. Looks like Bonisam has left us. Lewiston, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, please share your screen. Write a test to simulate at like zero and a number.
Okay.
Test at zero.
I like to think my screen is visible to all.
It is.
All right then. So we are adding a function that says. So what are we adding?
Um, to let's say test at let's say at with zero, at zero, something like that. Like want to see whether if we add like a number and zero, right,
Yes, sir.
it's going to work.
Okay. We already have a function for that, but I'll just create another one.
Yeah.
All right. Should we make it run intentionally?
Yes. So test just that function.
Okay.
So
Perhaps
no, that's fine,
okay.
right? Because
I
four
made it
plus
run
zero.
intentionally.
Yes.
Yeah, I said 4, but then we got 5.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Let's see. Try that again.
So you see that he told you that he
Okay.
got four as the answer, but now it saw five instead.
Okay. Maybe I've
Yes.
changed it.
Also add another asset just directly under that. Let's say 0 and 0. So you see that you can have as many assets in one function as possible. Yes, Tila.
So please can everything zoom in?
Listen,
Thank
that can
you.
use. Okay.
Oh, come on. What's the shortcut for these things? Oh, D. Okay. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, get you.
All right. It said it
Yes.
passed. No errors.
All right. Yeah. So that's fine. Try to make one to fail. Let's see. Yes.
All right. There you go.
Oh, okay. All right. So it shows a specific one that failed. That's asset 0 equals to 2. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So okay, so you see the test smart dash and they see F to show that it failed, and then on that shows you the error now, like where the error occurred. Okay. Yeah, let's continue the notes. Still, is everyone clear with what we have been doing?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm with you, Three.
I'm sharing.
Yeah, go ahead.
But they're saying here PyTest minus V. That's not what we ran.
To do what?
It means
So it
variable.
says, yeah, it means verbose, right?
Yes, sir.
So what does it say?
PyTest shows each test name and its results.
Okay, go ahead and use that. Let's see.
Can you still see my screen?
It's visible, Tila.
Sorry, sorry. Listen.
Python.
Eh, pass. 20%, 40%, 60. Beautiful. This is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the result you get from Code God.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Okay, so it's like it tests each individual one and gives you the result. Okay, that's good. Let's continue.
When a test fails.
So when a test fails, so 2 to 5. Oh, I've already seen this, guys. We already simulated this, right? But
Yes,
would not
we
simulate,
will not call it fail.
but would not simulate it with like with this verbose mode. So do with the verbose mode. Let's see.
Sense to make one to fail and then okay.
Yes.
Um then for this one.
Okay, so you see how it just singles out that one and
Um,
gives you what happened.
plus where 5 equals to add 0.5.
So you see that the answer is supposed to be 5, but it says that you're expecting 4. Mm.
So this part where it says plus where 5 is equals to add 0, 5, they're trying to tell you that addition was
That's
supposed to be 5.
so that no, I'm trying to tell you that's what they got.
Okay.
So they got 5, right?
Yes.
So in that
Ah,
line, yes, in that particular, like if you run the like when they run the function, they got 5, but you're expecting 4.
okay. I said 5. Brilliant. Okay, sir.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, let's continue. So useful command line options. So those are different command line options that you can, yeah, just go through it, see the description, and you guys can test it and let's see.
PyTest minus. Can you see my screen so that you guys can see the change? Why is it not getting big? PyTest minus Q. PyTest. Quiet mode, minimal output. Stop after the first failure. PyTest minus expect. PyTest minus. PyTest minus stop after the first failure. PyTest minus K. PyTest minus K. Minus K. Oops. Minus K. Keyword. File deselected.
So you see that Python PyTest dash K, you know why it gave you that, right? You have to select a specific function to run.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Fine. Run test matching a pattern. PyTest dash dash max field equals to 2. PyTest dash dash tb equals shorter traceback output. PyTest dash dash tb equals short. Max field equals 1. 11. It's 2 or 1. 1 minute after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What was I writing? Max field equals to 1. failed, 3 passed.
Hello, Tila, are you there? Okay, you muted yourself.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Are you done with the test?
Yes, sir, I'm done with the tests. The tests.
Okay. Okay, let's continue. So, organizing test files. You see that as a project goes, organize tests into meaningful modules. For example, scroll down, please.
So can you see my screen? I've scrolled.
Mm, mm, yeah. Okay, so it's that everything is in the test, and then let's say based on the different files you have, you place you create files or you create test files based on the different files you have. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue. We have a quick practice. Let's all practice that and see.
Write the Python function subtract in math details dot create test subtract and test math to verify. Subtract from 3. Run all tests with PyTest minus and note the results.
Is Bonnie Sam there?
Yeah.
Okay, but Sam, please share your screen. Let's see what you're doing. Let's see how you're implementing this task. But Sam, why are you like that? But Sam, that's a different.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we're still in lesson two. It's as if you.
Mm. Um,
But in some,
Yes, sir.
we're in lesson two and there's an exercise there. I'm expecting you to be doing that exercise. Are you following
Okay,
up?
so
Have you been following up? Because
so
you seem lost.
so my network is tripping. That's why.
At the end of this lesson two, there's an exercise which you have to be doing. That quick practice.
Okay, this is it.
Yeah. So mute yourself and be and run it. Let me see.
So please, I have some errors. If I may show you,
Okay, let me switch to your screen.
I'm not sharing. Let me share the screen now.
Okay.
I don't know why this subtract is not defined.
So let me see your import. Go scroll up. Are you seeing that you imported add, but you have not imported subtract?
Okay.
So use a comma. After since they're all in the same file, right?
Yes, sir.
Still comma subtract.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So when you put PyTest dash v, you have to put the file that you want it to run. What does it say? Have you saved your math.utils?
It's working, sir.
Okay. But it somehow is it. Is Lewiston there? How's it going? In Lewiston?
Yes, yeah, I had a bit of network difficulty, so I assumed I was out for a bit, but I just got in. I just wrote it and I'm about to test the subtract function.
Okay. Chida, you're the one on phone. I hope you're following up.
So it takes only one pass.
Showed you.
This one pass in.
Okay, one passed. Okay, then that's fine. Test it with test it with different scenarios, right? Let's say if you put um is negative numbers, is it going to run? If you put zero, is it going to run?
Okay, sir.
So the test was successful for my end.
Okay.
Yo, young man.
Bonnie
Yeah,
Sam, you
young
can mute yourself.
man, I'm really good. The class boy.
Bonnie Sam.
Okay, all right. So I think that's clear for everyone. Let's go. So you have some. There's a summary there, and we have suggested reading as well. Um, yeah, we have some resources there, which some links to some resources which you can follow, and you get more knowledge on this. Let's go to the next one, lesson 3. Okay, lesson 3. Yeah, Bonisam, just keep sharing. Let's go to lesson 3. Yeah, go ahead, Yola.
So please, I wish to ask that have we already done data and databases?
No.
Okay, thank God. I was just
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow.
So I've tried with the negative and zero Iran.
Okay, that's fine, Bonisam. Okay, let's continue with level lesson 3.
Okay.
No, just click on it. It's going to close this one. Okay, so learning so assertions and test outcomes. Okay, so scroll down. What are assertions? So an assertion, Bonisam, please mute yourself.
Let me see what an assertion is a statement that checks if a given condition is true. If it is true, the test passes. If it is false, the test fails. And the
PyTest reports the failure details.
Continue.
In, in PyTest, you can use the built-in asset keyword directly. No special in brackets, no special methods needed. Example: dev test basic maths asset 2 plus 3 equals to 5.
Okay, so this is what we have been doing already, right? To test our functions, use an asset.
Okay, so
Yeah. Okay, continue.
um, how PyTest enhances assertion. Unlike unit tests, which shows generic assertion error messages, PyTest rewrites assertions to runtime to provide helpful errors messages. Example: def test addition fails. Accept 2 plus 2 equals to 5.
So yeah, we see that if it fails, it's going PyTest is going to write it like that for us to see that to see where it
Okay.
fails. Yeah. So PyTest tells you exactly what values were compared and why the test failed. So you see that the first thing it tells that what I said 2 plus 2. So it gives you what you wrote. And then okay, Bonisam. So you said the first thing it tells you that okay, your what you wrote was I said 2 plus 2 equals to 5. But now instead realize that what 2 plus 2 is 4, and now you're expecting what 5. So that's what happens. So based on it's telling you that based on the code that or based on the function that you're testing, 2 plus 2 should will be equals to 4. Okay, scroll down. Continue. Continue.
Um,
Yeah.
Common assertions patterns. Here are the most frequently used assertion types in PyTest. We have equality example assets x is equals to y, inequality s assets x not equals to y, boolean assets condition passes if condition is true, membership assets key predict checks membership, identity asset x is equal is x is y checks object identity, type asset is instance object or class checks object types, approximation assets equals to PyTest approx b used for field comparison. The example is down. Def test various assets. Assets is asset 10 greater than 5. Asset pi in pi in PyTest. Assets is instance 3.14 float. Asset 123 not equals to 124.
Okay, Bonisa, mute yourself.
Okay.
Okay, go to the notes. Let's see. Scroll up a little, up, not down. Okay, so what do we see for the example? So we have different ways in which you can use the asset. So the first one, so we have asset x equals to y. We're checking if x is equal to y. Well, that's checking for equality. Then checking for inequality, you check if like the values are not equal to each other, right? And then you have for boolean. So it's the boolean, the condition So it's the asset will pass if the condition is true. So you just have to say asset, they give the condition you want to check. If it's true, then fine. If it's false, then you're going to see the error messages. Then for membership, it checks if a key is in a dictionary. Remember, dictionaries are key value pairs, right? So you can use that to check if a dictionary has a specific key. Then all right, I'm back. Go to the example, please, Bonisa. Okay, from the example, we see that asset 10, the first assertion there is 10, is to check if 10 is greater than 5. So that's a condition, right? Hence, if it's true, it continues. If it fails, then you see an error. Asset if we have py in PyTest. So that's to check if we have like the number py, the letters py, that's the word, let's say the word py in PyTest. Our set is instance 3.14 float. So we want to check if 3.14 is a float. And the last one, assets 123 is not equal to 124. So that's to check for inequality. All right, continue. Scroll down. Let me continue reading. So we see that testing for exceptions. Sometimes you want to test that a function raises an expected error, e.g., invalid input. You can do this using what? PyTest.raises. For example, to use PyTest.raises, you need to import it. So import the PyTest library. Then you have def. So let's say you have a function which divides a number, right? So which divides two numbers. So if if the denominator is 0, then you're expecting it to raise an error. So test divide by 0 with PyTest.raises 0 division error. So you're expecting a 0 division error if you divide 10 and 0. So if 10 divided by 0, you're expecting an error, right? And what error are you expecting? You're expecting a 0 division error. So that's what it states. So Bonisam, run that, let's see. Yeah, paste it there. Paste it, save it, and run PyTest.
So should I run the code using PyTest raises?
Yes, use PyTest to run it.
Because that's what I've done. It's showing me this match.
So it passed, right? So wait, let me see. Go back to the test. Change 0 to 1
Okay.
and then run it again. Let me see.
So it's a failed.
So that tells you that that test only that test that test will only be successful if it raises a zero, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that's it. Let me see. That test is only be successful if it erases that zero division error.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
My laptop can go off.
Oh,
So,
okay. Go back to the notes.
uh,
Okay, continue. It says test passes if zero division error is raised, fails if no
uh-huh.
exception or a different one is raised, and that's it. That's what we realize, right? When you change
Yes.
zero to when you change 0 to 1, since there was no error, instead that's where our test failed because it was expecting an error, a
Let
zero
me try
division error.
something.
Okay, number 5, capturing exception information. So what does it say? It says you can also inspect the exception using the as keyword.
As.
Yes. So you see so let's look at this test case that's there. So test divide by zero message with PyTest dot raises zero division error as that. What do you want to do? So you are telling that okay, Python is expecting a zero division error, and then when it does that, yes, when it divides what? Divides 10 by 0. So as said, division by 0 in what? String that dot value. Okay, so you want to get a specific info, like after the execution, right? You want to get a specific information. So you want to compare whether that information that you see that part where they say asset division by 0 in str execution info dot value. So just copy that and run it. Let's see.
Okay, sir. I'm going to this video. I'll see the hearing.
Have you run it?
So that's showing me divide is not It's not defined.
Okay, yeah, clear. Yeah, create a divide function. But there was a divide function here before, right?
Mm-hmm.
You removed it.
Yes.
Okay. So create it in math.ut so I can import it here. Yeah, import. I'm not seeing the import statement. Import from.
Import PyTest from.
No, no. After this line, that line under, you should put from. No, no. From math.utils import.
So should I still put import or
You just have to put from math.utils import divide. No, under that line. After it should be under that import PyTest. Yes, from math.utils import from, not one. Yeah, import divide.
import the okay.
Yeah, save it and run it. Let's see.
One
Yeah,
part.
yeah. So it passed, right? So
Yes, sir.
change that division by zero. Let's say maybe remove something inside there instead of division by zero. Just say just remove by. So let's see that will be an issue.
Uh, yeah, errors.
Yeah. So it's in this case, it's checking. What does it check? It's checking whether the information that it gets from the division by from a zero division error is equal
Mm-hmm.
to the division zero. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that's what it's checking right now. So you have to match it with the last string that you have put there. So change it back to division by zero. Okay. All right. Can someone take over since Bonisan's network is going low? I share
Yeah,
Bonisan.
my network's about to go. So.
Yeah. Lewiston, take over.
So let me turn this on and continue my phone.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, okay. Yeah. Lewiston just gone that. Let's see. So you need a divide function.
For some reason, PyTest is not important.
Import PyTest. Just gonna let's see. I don't know why. Are we trying gonna it? Let's see whether it's just a VS Code thing or it's actually not important. Okay, this is fine. Just I don't know. Maybe it's just VS Code giving errors. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it's disturbing. Yeah. So you're just trying to say that when it gets a division by error, it's expecting that when it gets the zero division error, it's expecting to match a statement, a specific statement which says division by zero. So if like that should be the information that I should get from that division by that zero division error. So if it doesn't get that particular information, then it means the test has failed. So that's what happens there. Okay.
But how does it know that that's the error it has to get?
Well, in this case, right, you're the one to simulate it. Let's say you're the tester, right? You have simulated this kind of scenarios, so you know what to expect. Are we there?
I understand, but I'm talking with regards to the string because if it's anything other than division by zero, it gives an error. What if I put like division by I use the number zero instead of the string zero?
What if you use the number zero instead of a string zero? Yeah, try it. It wouldn't give it. Because these are built in, like Python has built in messages, right? So, like I said, you as the tester, let's say you have really simulated this kind of scenario, so you know what to expect in case of, let's say, there's the division by zero. So if it doesn't give it, then except if maybe the developer has changed it in their code, then in that case you should ask the developer like maybe did you give an exception for it to handle, which we're going to see that. Is that clear? Or like the main thing is it's it's already a built-in error or error message from the zero division error. So you as a tester, you know that okay, the zero division error is going to come with this message. So you should be expecting that.
All right, sir. That would
Okay, let's continue with the notes. Okay, thank you, Lauristin. Okay, so where were we? Down test outcomes in PyTest. Okay, so pass, yes, the test ran successfully. Failed, this assertion failed. Error, unexpected error, e.g., type error, code crashed before assertion. Skipped test was intentionally skipped, so you can there's actually something to use if you want to skip a specific part of your code. X failed, expected failure, that's non-bug acknowledged. X pass, unexpected pass, test marked X fail but passed. So you can actually, let's say if you're not done writing your test, you can mark a specific part as okay. You can mark a specific part of your code as, let's say, this is going to give a bug or this is a bug, right? So it's going, so why the test is running, it knows that okay, this is a bug, so I don't need to, let's say, be strict with it. Yes, but it still tests. Yeah, if it passes, good. If it doesn't, it continues your code normally. Okay, so this number 7, we have skipping and expected failures. So let's see. A, skipping a test. Skipping a test. So you can skip a test using what? A decorator. So we have that test. So let's simply run that. Let's see.
Yes, sir, but the test feature has not been created before. I don't think it has.
Yes, exactly. So this is the case, right? Are you saying that's why the reason, there's a reason there not implemented yet? So that's why you want to skip it, as in when it's testing this file, you want to skip that particular one. So do we have any tests here? Just let's say uncomment one of those your tests, and then let's run that file, that test file, and see. So it's that everything ran well, you just skip that one since you've told it to skip it. Run it verbosely, let's see. So you see that it tells you guys skip, not implemented yet. So it doesn't bother checking it. And
All
they
right. So
said
does
that,
does it
go
skip
ahead.
does it skip every function if it sees after this statement?
Go ahead and try that. Put a function under that and let's see. So what does that tell you? It tells you that the decorator, that particular line is a decorator, right? It works only for the adjacent function. That's the next most function that comes after it.
All right, sir. Noted. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to the notes. So that's in case, let's say you're still to implement something, could always keep it like that. Um okay, expected failure. So B says expected failure. Used for tests that you expect to fail temporarily due to a known issue. So let's say, for example, you're working on something, right? And but you're working on something, you're not actually done, or you have a bug there. Which you really know that that's the bug. You know the bug in it already, but you have not solved it, but you have solved something else. So you might want to test that thing which you want to test that particular function which you have a good result in, but you know there's still a bug in that other function. So you can actually state it out here. So you see mark.x fail, and then you give a reason, yeah, and then you see. Therefore, just run it and let's see. So you see that's another decorator.
Do we need to create a test a known bug function first of all?
I think so, but try it without it first, without creating it per se. Mm, yeah, because you see, we haven't actually, because look at what's inside it, right? We don't need to create anything like that because that's the test that we've created. We're not running any function, we're not accepting any function inside the test non bug. So we don't have to create anything.
All right.
Yes. So you see, we just use that. I said 2 times 2 equals to 5, which we know very well that it's not equals to 5, right? Yeah, but we'll run it like that. So we say it doesn't tell us that it's a failure or a pass. It just like, should I say, it skips it, or it accepts that okay, you know that that's a failure, so no problem. But now, let's say you change 5 to 4, which is the correct thing. So we run it now. So you see that now changed it to X pass, as in I've ran it and you told me that it will be a failure, but it's not a failure. You passed it. So that's PyTest for you. Any question?
No, I do not have one.
Tiola, welcome to Mentor. Is
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, Tiola, are you there with us?
So I'm saying yes.
Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Oh, that's great. Yes. The testing is working.
Look at it work, it work.
Okay. All right. Yeah, welcome to Mentor. So today we're working on testing, unit testing with PyTest. Okay, so just follow up. The videos on YouTube, so we're streaming.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, let's continue. We have combining assertions. We've done this. In fact, we already saw this, right? Where you can have multiple assertions in one test function. So, like in that case, that example, we see that the first one asserts if 10 is greater than 5. The next one, if 3 times 3 equals to 9. If PyTest is not equals to unit test. Yeah, the string PyTest is not equals to unit test. So note, once one assertion fails, PyTest stops executing the rest of that test function. So you should note that when it comes to adding or putting multiple assertions in one test function. If if you want to check multiple conditions independently, write separate test functions. That's what's recommended. Okay, quick practice. So yeah, you guys should go ahead and practice that. Let me see. Listen.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
just
I thought it was network.
Now I'm reading through, but I also these are also things which we've implemented already.
Oh, okay. Mm, what is value error now? As value error now. Yeah, try implement that. Let me see. So if is equal to 0, you want to raise that value error and then you test it and see. Instead, it's normal zero division error, right? Or yeah. Cielo, are you trying it too?
Yes, yes, I am. I will not eat. I'm trying the other examples to understand what I'm supposed to do here.
Okay.
Say, please, can I share my screen? I don't know if I should.
So Tiola, in that your divide function, right? You want to say if b is equal to 0, you should raise a value error. That's based on the practice. Are you going through the practice, or you're just running the codes in there from in the lesson?
I'm running the codes in the example.
Ah, okay, all right, then that's fine.
So, but it's not um running as supposed to.
You have to import PyTest. Go to the notes, you see. Are you seeing import PyTest inside your test? It's inside your test file. You have to import PyTest inside your test file. Yes. So it's below that or above that. You should import it. Import PyTest. No, 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 no. You're doing the right thing. This one has to be a line on its own. So below, that's why I said below that or above. Import PyTest. Mm-hmm. Save it. Save them. You have not saved those two files. Yeah, run it.
So is this what you expected from us?
No, I'm expecting you to run the practice questions, right? Yeah, we are just running the examples that are there. The practice questions has its own logic.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let's continue. Listen, how is it?
So I haven't gotten luck so far.
Let me see what you did.
I've been trying a couple of things. I've been trying a couple of things. This is where I've ended.
Did you go through the error handling course?
For on that the Python module,
Yes, under the Python module.
no say I'm still catching up on that side.
Okay, go to math. Show me the divide function. Your divide function. So here you say it's expecting a value error. So go. So you have to give an if statement. So before the return, if so you have to check if b is equal to 0. You ain't because right now it's always going to raise but division a zero division error, right? So because by default that's what Python will raise. So you have to be the one to raise a value error. So raise value error. You just have to type raise value error. Yes, space, raise space, no space, value error. That's it under. Yeah. Then in bracket you give the spec the like the message that you want it to pass in case when it raises that.
Like that. Hello.
Yeah. So yes.
Okay. I missed this.
Mm-hmm. So go to your test. Let me see. Um, remove that if b equals to 0. Like actually give the test guy what has to be done there. Does it work?
So yes, what? Good.
Okay, so right now you see that like by default it's going to Python is going to give you a zero division error because yeah, that's the right error which is working there. But right now you wonder you change it to a value error which you just did, like in case that raise this instead. Exactly. Okay. Um Tiela, how's it? Let me see you can answer your call. Let me get it here.
All right, sir. I just dropped the call actually.
Ah, okay.
Yes, sir, but I was hoping to even see the value error itself. That said, division by zero.
Oh, okay, okay. Then let's say give a wrong response, right? So we can see that you're like what you raise is going to be what you see. Mm-hmm. What happened?
I'm not sure.
Why are you looking at that way? Let me see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just let's say instead of zero, put two. So did you see erased the value error?
All right, so I
Okay,
think I understand.
it did not raise the value error as expected. I'll put it
Okay,
that way. Yes.
right. Because
Mm.
it's rather I was thinking at some point when there's an error, we will see this error division by zero.
Okay, instead run this file itself, this maths utils instead and like simulate it. Let's
I'm
say you
back. Yum, yum.
call
Good.
divide right under it and give let's say A and then B. Let's say
Glad
if you
I
have
haven't
B should be
changed
zero.
it. Oh, cool. Cool.
Oh yeah, got it.
Okay, that's fine, right?
Actually, I
Yes,
don't
sir.
know how
Thank
to
you.
say it before.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, all of that is under error handling or exception handling. Okay, let's continue with the notes. Tila, is that clear? I think because that was the practice.
So it's not very clear, but I can come back to it after that.
Okay, all right. Let's continue. So I think that should be all for lesson three. Scroll down. Yeah, so let's go to lesson four now. So we have reusable. Scroll up. Let me see. Please just give me a moment. I'm coming. Okay. All right. So fixtures, reusable test setup. Okay. So what do we have here? A fixture in PyTest is a function that provides setup data or state for your test. They help you avoid duplication and keep test clean by preparing and cleaning up common test resources. In other words, fixtures answer the question, what needs to be ready before my test runs? For example, examples of common fixtures: preparing sample data, connecting to a database, initializing a class instance, creating temporary files, setting up configuration values. Okay, so why use fixtures? Without fixtures, your test might look like this. So we have these tests. So we have def test sum. So numbers equals to 1, 2, 3. So total equals to sum of numbers. So I said that what the total is equals to 6. And then if you want to test average, you still give the same numbers again, right? But if you have fixtures, you could just do what? You could create the numbers initially and just use the same numbers everywhere. You won't need to always create numbers again. So let's see that. So notice that numbers is repeated. Fixtures help remove this repetition. Okay, number three, creating a simple fixture. So we have to first of all import PyTest, then we use a decorator PyTest dot fixture. Then the the following in the following function. So the following function is going to be a fixture, right? If you use that decorator above it. So sample numbers, so that particular function returns what? The numbers. So they can use that in each of those other functions. So yeah, run that. Let's see.
So create another file to run this particular one. Oh,
Mm, you can create another test file or run it in that same test file which you have. So like you see what Lewis is doing, right? He comments the code above and just runs this one. So the fixture should be in the test file too. Yes, all of that should be in the test file. Have you run it? Okay, yeah. Okay, I've run the one without a fixture and you've run the one with a fixture.
No, not yet.
Ah, okay.
So point to
Um,
the screen. It's not.
So because the errors I'm getting right now, still missing it. I think I'm missing something because in this original math.util, oh, I haven't imported this test sum and test average, but I called it here. Okay, that may be it.
so import test some. I don't get it.
It's
I mean,
oh.
these functions, I haven't imported it in the test file.
No, no, no. They are test functions themselves, so they have to be but in the test file.
Okay, so nothing with the original file as well.
Yes, nothing there. But the numbers that is up there, that one is showing errors, right? Just comment it or
Or
so
should
it
it come
can.
after the test? Because
No, you
should it
don't
come
need that.
after?
No, you don't need that one. Since this way they test some and test average down.
Okay,
That's
so all
it.
of this can go.
Yes. Still error. Just run it, let's see what the error says. You can have a clue. What was the saying? In import test module, um, scroll down. Let me see. I don't know why it's big like that. Line six. Go to line six. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Clear and run. Let me see. Okay, that's a better one. Uh, cannot import him add format utils. Try, let's see. Is it fine? They're trying to accept different things.
So the example. This example here.
Let me see.
Oh my fixtures. Putting a simple fixture.
Okay, yeah. So how did you go about it? So you copied all of that.
Created a.
So test
I used the
fixtures.
extension.
Yes, yes,
Then
that's it.
from
No,
fixture.
no, no. All of no the fixture stuff, right? Is a test. It's a PyTest feature, so it has to be inside the test fixtures dot py.
This is supposed to be inside this.
Yes, exactly.
So please, why is not separate?
It's a PyTest. It's a testing, like it's a testing. It's part of a test. You understand?
Okay, yes.
Um, Lewiston, yours runs well, right?
Yes, sir, it does.
Okay, please just help direct you. Give me 5 minutes. Let me do something. Let me handle something.
All right, sir. Copy that. All right, Sheila. Let's see what we're dealing with. You're sharing your screen, correct?
Yes, I am.
All right, great. Let's. All right, so is that the file? Let's see.
Yes, I am.
Is there anything else? Could you scroll? Okay, that's it. One, two.
Accept
Can I
job.
scroll?
No,
Relocate.
no, it's okay. Just
Go ahead,
clear
official.
down below. Just clear that
The company
string.
needs to move on till the end of the month, and we'll find a replacement.
All right, run it again. Just by test.
You can be replaced. Lola,
It passes.
do
But
what
how
you want to
come?
do. Good
It
night.
was
I don't know.
run
Nothing has changed. Let me
smart
look at my code.
right, but it's not running test features. It's running test math and test pies. This is test pies and this is test math, but it's not running test fixtures.
Mm, how do you know it's not running test fixtures? Scroll. That's the only thing.
Because
Let's see.
because
Wait,
I can see
say
this here.
first of all, your pictures is not safe. All right, specify it to run just test fixtures. All right. And yeah, just spy test. There you
That's
go.
past. Okay, it's because I had not saved it.
Yeah. All right, there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are we going to have break today?
And see, I'm not the right person to answer that one. Is it just us here?
Well, I gave you guys 5 minutes, right? So I think that's what the break you're having.
Say, I have a question.
Hey,
When do we intend to close?
Soon, let's say by 4.
All right, great. Because I was being called up earlier
Good
for a
morning.
meeting at, I was supposed to have at 3. I just
Wait,
told them
Lola.
I said 4 earlier.
Yeah, yeah. So close at 4.
All right, thank you,
Off to
sir.
work.
Okay, I'm back. Are you guys there?
Yes, I am.
All right, Tila, did you succeed? Oh, so she took that break literally. Okay.
Say I succeeded, I not take the break literally.
Okay, we thought you're eating somewhere, or maybe I don't know. You're going to a
No,
bar.
say no, I love school.
Okay. All right, I think let's just round up, right? It's already almost time. So, except if you guys want to end at 4, can always continue. It's fine for me. Uh, okay. So let me just explain the code, right? What the fixtures do, because that's the main thing here. Because whatever we're going to see is just the same thing. So, can we see that for the first case scenario, that's without fixtures, we always need to create numbers before testing it, right? Is that clear?
Say yes, it's clear.
Yeah, but for the simp for the like where for like using fixtures, we see that we can just create a fixture. So you see that when you add the decorator, the fixture decorator, you can just create that, and you create that function which returns what the numbers at once, and then you pass it as what parameters to the other functions, and then you can use the numbers as you want. Can we see that?
Yes, I can see that.
Is it clear? We have sample numbers, it returns 1, 2, 3. Then you pass sample numbers as an argument, and then you use it as like, since it's always going to return the number, so you just use it. No need always creating numbers again everywhere. Everywhere you need numbers, you have to create a fresh numbers. No, sample numbers or the fixture already creates it for you. Okay, scroll down everything. So number 4, we have fixture execution flow. So PyTest sees that the test needs a fixture named sample numbers. It finds and executes the fixture function. It passes the returns value into the test as an argument. After the test, PyTest cleans up if necessary. So this process is automatic. You don't need to call feature fixtures normally. Yes. So you just put it just does the work. It runs feature, it creates the numbers, gives the numbers the the function. The function uses it. After that, it clears the numbers. Okay. Number 5, using fixtures for setup and tear down. So fixtures can include setup and tear down logic using yield. Okay, import PyTest, then we see so it's mostly used for the database, right? Like this yield stuff is mostly used when you're working with a database. So we have a function there, connect db. So print connecting to database, then db equals to status connected, then yield. So provide the fixture value to the test. So yield db. So it's like, okay, well, let's continue. Print disconnecting from database, then db status disconnected. Okay, then use it in a test. So after so that's the fixture which we're creating up there. Then we're using it in a test. So asset connect db status equals to connected. So first of all, you see, what does the fixture do? It connects to a database, and the yield, what does it do? Like you say, provides the fixture value to the test. So yield is like, should I say return? Yeah, we can say return, but it provides db to the test, like whatever test is going to call that fixture. So it provides it base, and then in the test, what does the test check? The test checks for its status. If its status is connected, then it uses it. Else the test fails. So let's see the output. It first of all runs the fixture. You see that when it runs the fixture obviously runs first. It tells you that what connecting to database, right? And then it connects the database and gives and returns the DB to the test function. And then the test function sees that okay, database is connected. When once we are done with the test function, what happens? It disconnects from the database, right? And then that's where DB becomes disconnected. So PyTest automatically runs the code before and after the test. So before the test, it runs the fixture, right? And then it's connected, it yields it, and then when the test is finishes, it comes back and does what? It disconnects. Any question?
So I have a question. You
Yeah.
said that the fixture that was used is a fixture that we had up there now. But where is the name sample? What was the name again? Let me go to my own. The name was sample numbers. Why am I not seeing them call it sample numbers here? They've called the what's his
Connect
name?
DB.
So how did they pass it to it? How did they change it to now we call connect DB?
Lewison, can you just hover on it? That's the new fixture which we're creating in this particular example. Are you seeing where Lewison is?
Yes, okay, it's a different fixture from sample numbers that we were using above.
Yes, that was a
Okay,
different example now, and a different example which we have created a particular fixture for it.
okay, understood. Thank you.
Yes, yes. So is that clear? Lewis, is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
All right. Tila, is it clear?
Yes, sir. It's clear for me.
All right, let's continue. What's time? That's 3:49. Okay, let's continue. Fixture scope. So fixture scope determines how long a fixture data lives. You can set it using the scope argument in a decorator. Okay, so you see, in that decorator to set a specific function as a fixture, you can pass a scope, and then you tell it how. So a scope like function scope. So okay, those are the different scopes under the AC function scope. So that's the default, right? It runs before each test. And then we have class scope. So runs once per test class. We have module scope. So runs once per test file. You have session scope, which runs once per test session. Okay, so okay, so we have an example here. So let's say we want to connect to a database. You want that database should, so far as you're still running, like so far as this particular program is running, you want that database should still be connected. Yeah, so you can give it a scope module scope, and then yeah, so whenever you run that fixture, it's going to keep running or it's still going to be there till when you leave the that particular program file, right, or that particular module, and there is going to come and close the connection. So you see closing connection after all tests. So you see that the first one for function, right, function scope. So if you have several functions in your test file, what happens? There is going to run the fixture after every function. But in case of module, let's say module is going to run the fixture again only after you're done with all the functions in the module or in the file. So let's say, for example, our sample number which we had, right? So in
Yeah.
that case, we wanted that, okay, every time it comes to run, let's say when the first one was sum and the second was average, right?
Yes.
So yeah, after running the fixture for sum, when you're done with testing the sum, what happens? It runs the fixture again and then sends the numbers to average. So that's what we wanted in that case. So let's say, for example, let's say take the scope of module and put inside the sample numbers. Let's see. So scope should be equals to module instead. So you put the scope equals to module. So that's the sample numbers. So inside, uh, no, no. I mean, you already have sample numbers there, right? The sample numbers fixture, right? Let's see. Just go up after fixture, open parentheses, and give it scope equal to module. Because by default, its scope is function. So when let's see, module should be in quotations. Yes. I think let's just see what happens. I mean, I don't think there should be any error. Yeah, because that will remain the same, right, all throughout. Because it just has to return one, two, three, so it will remain the same. But in case, let's say we're running something which maybe, um, let's say we needed to add something into, let's say, okay, enter some test sum, right? Take sample numbers dot append. Let's say sample numbers dot append and append something inside it. That test sum before the asset line. Inside test sum, yeah, before the asset yeah, do sample numbers dot append. Append, just put something, three or anything. Let's see how that works. Test it, let me see. Uh gives an error. Okay, okay, because right now it should not be six, right? Um, let's say give it something. Yes, exactly. Now run it. There will be an error still, but I'm expecting the error to come from the test average. So you
No.
see that some passed, the average failed. Why? Because it did not rerun this fixture since it's module scope. Change the scope to function now. Let's see. So it passed, which means after the sum, it ran the fixture again, and then the fixture returns one, two, three.
So please, I don't follow. I've done the same thing the first time and I got an error. I'm sharing my screen. Yes.
But let me see, is it clear, or just go through it while I'm going through till last one? Yes, Yola.
So I was saying that I did the same thing. Sample
You gave
underscore.
an error.
I
Exactly.
did
We
an
should
error.
which it should be right. It should give an error because
Yes,
you have appended three to sample numbers. I seen the first part of the error says sample numbers equals to one, two, three, and three.
yes,
Are you seeing? Because you have appended three, right? So now
yes,
sample numbers has one, two, three, and three. So as such, what happens? Your sum should be wrong.
yes,
Because if you're summing 3 plus 2 plus 1, that should give you 9, right?
yes, sir.
Which is correct. And then you go now to test average. Your average 2 should also give a failure, right?
Yes,
So that's correct. So now go and change sum to, let's say, go and change sum to the correct value, which is 9. So my aim is to show you that what it's going to carry 1, 2, 3, 3 to test average as well, because it's not going to run the fixture again after finishing with test sum. So go ahead, by test dash. Yes. So you see that you have one you pass the sum pass, right? But only the average failed.
yes, the average field.
Yes. Why? Because sample is that, but and then since you didn't rerun, since the scope is module, it means that what it has to run all um the different tests inside that module or inside that file before it runs the fixture again. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So change the scope to functions. So when you change to function, what will happen? It means you're telling it that you want that after every test function, it should run the fixture again. Which means after every function, set numbers, sample numbers is going to return what? One, two, three, which is what is expected. So it's that
Okay.
everything passed.
So it has run only this first function.
No, it has run all the functions. But now what happened was that after it ran the first one, it ran fixture. It ran the sample numbers.
Okay.
Unlike that first time that it took, like, since in the test sum, it ran the test sum, and then since in the test sum you added three into sample numbers, it still took it again to test
Test
average
average.
without running fixture.
Okay, 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 okay. I get it. I get it.
Yes.
If you
So
run the function several times before going to the next function, for module, it will carry sample numbers all through from test sum to test average. Okay,
okay, is that clear for everyone?
it's clear for me.
Okay, so you go through that, you finish or you round up with that particular file, that lesson on your own, even though I think we're just left with a few lines. So you just go through it on your own, and if there are any, you test this different functions that are there. If you have any issues, you can get to me. And then there's still some other files which you have not worked on. So you go through it tomorrow. The first part of the class, I'm going to see what you guys have done, and then before continue with databases.
Okay, sir.
All right. So yeah, I'll be waiting for maybe questions and doubts. If you have any, you can always get to me online.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Everyone
you.
else,
Okay.
thank you very much for being part of the call. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah. Thank you guys too. Good. Have a nice evening.
Same to you, sir.